Hello, ni hao, kia ora, kumusta? Your maestro is present today. So as you have noticed, I added another language on my introduction because for today's vlog, I'll be sharing my journey on how I obtained my teaching license in New Zealand. So I am very fortunate to have this teaching license in New Zealand because I have been teaching for a decade now. So first of all, I would like to thank God for this opportunity, my wife who have encouraged me to apply for this teaching license in New Zealand, my school in the Philippines, Philomar Christian University, for having an accredited programs like my program, the Bachelor of Arts and Master of Arts in Teaching. So without it, I will not be able to get this certificate. My colleague and dean, Mom Abby in her core college, for giving me the first opportunity to teach in the Philippines. So that was my first ever teaching experience, and you were the one who gave me the opportunity to do that. So thank you so much. So thank you also, and thank you for helping me to gather the documents needed for this application, especially to Ma'am Ortega, Ma'am Lira, and then Ma'am Jinky Mariani. So thank you so much. Horny Board Nogra for certifying all my documents. So thank you for your help. So without your help, so my application won't be processed and won't be approved. So thank you. Those I failed to mention, so you know who you are, and thank you for being part of my teaching career. So now let me share to you the process and how I obtained this provisional practicing certificate in New Zealand. So the first thing you need to do is to have your degree assessed by NZQA, New Zealand Qualification Authority. So you need to do the IQA, which means International Qualification Assessment. So the cost of this IQA assessment by NZQA, so you need to prepare at least 25 to 26,000 pesos. So you will see the exact amount in New Zealand dollars. Alright, so remember, if your school is a private school, you need to ask your school whether your program or your degree is accredited by these following accrediting agencies for private sector. So 1. Philippine Accrediting Association of Schools, Colleges and Universities, Philippine Association of Colleges and Universities Commission on Accreditation, Association of Christian Schools, Colleges and Universities Accrediting Agency, Accrediting Agency of Chartered Colleges and Universities of the Philippines, and Association of Local Colleges and Universities Commission on Accreditation. So I guess if your school and your program is accredited by one of these accrediting agencies for the private sector, so even though you are not in graduate education, so you will be able to get level 2 like me. Okay, so let me share to you the result of my NZQA IQA. So for my bachelor's degree, I was awarded level 7. Okay, and then there is a teaching assessment about education, so you have to pay also for that. So it says the above qualification does not meet the core knowledge requirements of a New Zealand initial teacher education program. This is because the program did not contain 1 year full-time study in content focused on education and teaching related subjects required for initial teacher education in New Zealand. So that is the teaching assessment for my NZQA, because I don't have the practicum or the practice teaching when I did my unity for education. So that is the teaching assessment for my bachelor's degree. And for my master's degree, so I was awarded a level 9, and this is the teaching assessment for this degree. The Master of Arts in Teaching Special Education does not meet the core knowledge requirements of the New Zealand Initial Teacher Education Program. This is because although the qualification content focuses upon education and teaching related subjects, it is not especially designed to provide direct entry into the teaching profession in the country of award. Okay, that is the teaching assessment for my master's degree. So for this NZQA IQA, so I will tell you all the process, okay, in a separate video. So I'll be doing a vlog about this after, okay, this video will be uploaded. So you may check it after a few days. So I hope I will be able to upload it right away. Okay, so that is the first step. Alright, so for step 2, before you will be able to apply your practicing certificate under Teaching Council in New Zealand, so you still need to take an English proficiency exam. You may choose among those list of proficiency or English proficiency exam. So in my case, I chose PTE, so that is a person English examination. So for this exam, so you need to get all 65, okay, for listening, reading, speaking, and writing. And also your total score should be also 65. You may also take IELTS. So for IELTS, you need to get a band of 7 for all areas, okay, of skills, and the total should be also 7. So you may search about PTE if you are not familiar with this kind of exam. So for me, PTE is easier than the IELTS. So you have to pass either of these two exams or other English proficiency tests, okay, listed in the website of Teaching Council. So that is the second step that you need to do, because the English Proficiency exam is one of the requirements for your application in Teaching Council will be processed and approved. Alright, for this English Proficiency exam, I will make a separate video about this so that you will have ideas on how to take a PTE or where you can take it here in Taiwan. So I will share that to you after I will be able to upload a video about NZQA. So for my English Proficiency exam, so I spent more than 13,000. So I guess if you take IELTS, so you need to spend around 13 to 15,000 in peso. Alright, so if you already have your NZQA IQA and of course your English Proficiency exam, so you will now go to the third stage, wherein you can apply for your teaching certificate or what they call practicing certificate in New Zealand. Okay, so I will tell you the requirements in a separate video after I will be able to upload the video about the English Proficiency exam. Alright, so for the Teaching Council, I spent more than 10,000 pesos. So overall, so you have to prepare at least 50,000 pesos because you need to prepare your money so that you will be able to spend and continue your application from NZQA to Teaching Council. Alright, so I will just give you a brief timeline of my application process. So I processed my NZQA last December 2021 and I got my result in January 2022. I took my English Proficiency examination in February. Since PTE result was available after a few days, so I was able to apply for the Teaching Council application in the same month in February. And then yeah, for this month, this June, so this is the month when the Teaching Council approved my application. So it took me almost 5 months to process my practicing certificate to be approved because I submitted documents that are not certified copy by a lawyer in the Philippines. Okay, don't forget to certify all the documents so that your application won't be delayed. Alright, so that's it for today. I hope this video will serve as your motivation and help you to process and get your license or practice certificate in New Zealand. So I am over the moon right now, and I am very glad that I can share this journey to you, and I hope this video is very useful and informative for those teachers in the Philippines who are planning to teach in New Zealand. So that's it for today. So thank you for watching and sparing your time. And I hope to upload the next video about the NZQA on my next vlog. So thank you so much. Have a good day. Bye-bye.